Building damaged New Orleans schools took a little more than $2 billion federal dollars.
That rebirth also transformed the traditional public school system with impacts we still feel today.
This is New Orleanian Julio Bermudez-Clata. The 28-year-old is proud of the life he's built after the trauma and adversity from Hurricane Katrina. He served in the U.S. Army Reserves, immersed himself in community work, and now he's the CEO and founder of his own nonprofit, Raíces Nuevas. It advocates for young people and immigrant communities. He credits his accomplishments to the confidence he gained after Katrina at one of New Orleans' newly created charter schools.
I don't think that my life would have been the same. Academically, I feel as if I really needed that support system in my life.
At age 9, he and his family had to flee as Katrina's floodwaters filled up their New Orleans East neighborhood. He said they walked for 2 days before they were rescued. Like many other evacuees, they moved to Texas temporarily, and when they returned, the old public school system no longer existed. As the city rebuilt in 2005, the state restructured New Orleans public schools, transitioning to a charter school system. Now there are 69 charters in New Orleans, such as this one, Harriet Tubman Elementary. The big change was controversial because thousands of teachers lost their jobs, but the state says the student scores were among the worst in the nation. The state took over low-performing schools and turned them over to charter organizations, funded with taxpayer dollars. The charters control the hiring, the firing, and how students learn, but they can lose their operating license if test scores don't meet the parish standard. When the charters open, students apply to a variety of schools anywhere in the Orleans Parish District. Bermudez-Clata graduated from one of those schools in 2015. The Net Charter High School in Central City offers flexible class hours, internships, and even daycare. It aims at increasing the graduation rate for students who struggle in traditional schools.
You have the opportunity to make your schedule and see how it fits your life, fits your schedule. If you have a job, you can come to school early or you can come to school later.
In 2018, the state returned administrative control of all charter schools to the Orleans Parish School Board, but the charters still control their curriculum. This recent Tulane University report looked at the impact of the reforms in the years after the storm.
We found drastic improvements in student test scores, in college graduation rates, in high school graduation rates, up to about 10 to 15 percentage points higher than what we would have found without these reforms.
Tulane researcher Jamie Carroll says while the test scores didn't keep spiking after 2015, they did sustain the gains.
Partly why we saw such a huge increase in the student test scores was because they started very low.
Yet, even with the academic progress, she says there are still unresolved issues. Some families question whether the charter system is fair because students from low-income families may have to travel farther to get to higher achieving schools, which are located in higher income neighborhoods. The Orleans Parish School Superintendent says the system has made tremendous progress, but they also recognize they have gaps to close.
So we are doing our part on this side to make sure that we have spaces for all of our families, because our goal is to be the destination for education in our city, and we want to make sure that we can meet the needs of our families.
For now, New Orleans remains a landscape of mostly charter schools. The Leah Chase Elementary School opened last year. It's the only school the Orleans School Board fully controls, 2 decades after Katrina. In the meantime, former students like Bermudez-Clata hope other students can find the same academic success in the new schools that help make him the man that he is today.
Well, researchers at Tulane University also say the storm and the New Orleans declining population cut public school enrollment by more than 50,000, making it less than half of what it was.
And the number of schools themselves dropped from 126 to 70. All of them are charters except for one.
If you missed the Our Journey special last weekend, you can find the full hour-long special on our website. Just visit fox8live.com. You can also find it on the Fox 8 News app.